Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I am sitting at my work desk because the theme of today's video is how you can earn extra money as a homeschool mom. I'm really excited. I really hope this video benefits a lot of you because there's really a lot of ways out there to just earn some extra income, and so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're new here, I am actually a working homeschool mom. So I work 40 hours a week in the finance industry. I've worked in the finance industry the past, I don't know, 12 years. Because we've been a two-income household forever, when things start getting more expensive and need an increase in income, there are things that I, as a homeschool mom, like to do and can earn extra money. So today's video is not about, oh, go get a job. I don't think that's always the answer. I'm in a unique situation where I get to work from home and I have a pretty stable job that I've been in a career for so many years. Buy extra groceries, buy homeschool curriculum, buy things off Amazon. That's one of the reasons I look for extra income. I like buying things. I like a certain lifestyle, and that comes with needing extra money. So I have a bunch of ideas for you guys. There's some that you can do all from your computer. There's some that you actually, if you're crafty, make stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now there are some other homeschool mama friends I have that I said, hey, let's do a collaboration. This is what I'm going to be talking about. And so there's other moms participating. There's a playlist down below. So I'm going to share my ideas. I have no idea what they're sharing, so I can't wait to watch their videos, but there's other moms sharing other ways to make money as a homeschool mom. So check out that playlist when you're done with this video. I feel professional today because I actually typed out notes, because sometimes I'll film videos and I will totally forget something important. So I have notes because I don't want to forget something. There's two main things I'm going to focus on, which is going to be selling items related to homeschool. And the reason why I think that this is so easy is because a lot of you already either have the idea because it's something that you as a homeschool mom have searched for, or you've created it. Half the stuff that I sell online in Etsy shops or wherever is because I made it out of a need, of a necessity. I needed it for our homeschool. And then I was like, well, if I needed it, maybe someone else did. So if you're already making things like planners, unit studies, schedules, printables, decorations, you can sell all of those things. You may need to alter it so it, is usable for a wide variety of people, homeschools, but just think about things that you've already done. Now, if you're like, Ashlee, I don't like making stuff. I want someone else to make it. Well, that's fine. We're going to kind of get to that, but use those ideas. What have you wanted? What have you searched for and haven't found? We're going to get into that too. Another thing that is obviously something I know a lot about is social media. Any of my ideas today, I think in some facet, you're going to have social media, whether that's an Instagram account, whether that's a YouTube channel, what else is there? Twitter, TikTok. I don't use all social media. It would drive me absolutely insane. But having a social media presence as a business, as yourself, is very important. That's how you're going to connect with other people and build relationships, which turn into sales, things like that. So we're going to talk about that kind of stuff too. Some other ideas I'll list. I just don't have tons of experience in them because I just don't go down those routes, but I did research, so I'm not just throwing out bad ideas. I see I got taller. I had to sit up in my chair. Fun fact, I'm only 4'11", so most of the time my feet don't touch the ground when I'm sitting in chairs. But let's get into one of my favorite ideas, and I think the easiest idea that can earn you some extra income. So this is creating things that are used in homeschool. So this can be schedules, planners, printables, unit studies, activity guides. Just think about all the things that you use. Now, you're gonna be like, okay, Ashlee, like calm down. Nobody has time to create unit studies. What if I told you I created a unit study in about 20 minutes online with no prior knowledge on the subject? Well, I did. And I'm going to show you how I did it because I want to prove to you that it is possible. Now, here's the thing. To earn money and be successful, there's no easy way. you have to work and you have to take initiative. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and like a starting point, but it all depends on you. I'm not going to run your business for you because that takes out of my time. And so I think sharing this for you, I hope it's resourceful, but I can't do the work for you. So I'm just going to leave it at that. As much as, you know, I would love to run all your businesses, obviously that would need you to pay me, in which this is not paying me to do that. So how did I create a unit study in 20 minutes? Now, this is not some crazy in-depth unit study, but it's pretty cool. So before I show you, I do need to talk about today's video sponsor. I've talked about them so many times, Fabrica, but I've talked about them before as just a resource for homeschoolers. They have a teacher's club card. You pay $2.99 for a year and you get access to all their teacher resources, which are the things I kind of just said, printables, activities, all of that. So if you don't have your teacher's club card, you're missing out. I've done tons of videos on them. They have tons of activities. Go get your teacher's club card. It's $2.99 for the year and you get tons of free activities. Well, Fabrica is not the teacher club card. That is a very, very small thing that they launched just to support teachers, homeschool parents. They are a huge creative asset company that has so many things for creators. They have fonts, they have graphics, they have everything. Like I still don't, I've spent hours on their website and I still don't think I know everything. Oh, they have craft classes, they have video lesson classes, they have mock-ups, they have business guides. So the reason that they are so important and that they are today's video sponsor is because you can use their like all access account to start your business for like the cheapest cost ever to start a business. So I will just give you a little personal experience. I've also run 2 Etsy shops and I've ran those before I was a homeschool parent. They get like a 0.5% of my time because they run themselves pretty much. So it's just kind of a steady couple $100s a month income I get from them. If I put effort into them, I could probably quit my job, but I don't. And here we are. That's a talk for another day. The amount of money I spent to get those Etsy shops up and running, buying things, trying to figure stuff out, it's hundreds, almost thousands of dollars. I'm telling you right now, everything I needed to start those businesses, I could have got on Fabrica for the membership price, which right now you can get a free trial. Because I have worked with them, they gave me a link that is like special. It's only for a limited time. You get 1 month free. They're giving you 1 month free to use their access, to use their assets, start a business, create something for free. So that's just unheard of. And even if you don't choose to keep with the membership, everything you got from that free trial, you keep. So keep that in mind. That link is down below. I'm not lying to you. I used the free trial at first to see if it was something I even wanted to do. And that's my advice. Don't sign up yet. You don't know if this is something you want to do. Go down there, get the free trial, and use some of my tips today to start a business. Now you're like, well, Ashlee, fonts don't start a business. Right, fonts don't start a business, but business cards do. Social media templates do. Wordsmithing, they have an AI that creates words for you, descriptions, titles, blog posts. Like, wait till I show you guys. You guys are just gonna be like, what in the world? Why is not everyone talking about this? From someone who has tons of experience running businesses, running social media, you need this resource. So there's the free trial down below, but there's also a limited time offer where you get this access of everything for $59.99 we'll say for a whole year. Breaks out to about $5 a month. I don't know any other business you can start for $5 a month. It just doesn't happen. If you're looking to start something and you just didn't know where, let's dive into Fabrica. I'm going to show you how I made a unit study. I'm going to show you all the other cool things that you can do. All right, so if you click my link down below, this is the page you're going to land on. This is my unique page that I've partnered with them to get you guys a free month of access. So you'll get access to over 6 million assets. I'm telling you guys, there is so much that you can do. This alone, this resource, you could start over 100 different business ideas. So all you have to do is click this button, try it for free. After your month, or if you download more, try to go more than 10 items, that is when you're gonna have to switch to some membership, which you can just do $9.99 a month, which again is an amazing deal. Or what I did is I upgraded to the yearly plan, so it's only $4.99 a month, and it's super easy, super intuitive. This deal does expire, so once this link goes live, there's only 22 hours left. So there you go. I'm not going to go through this because this video would be super long, but there's tons of reasons. Go ahead and check out the link. All right, so this is what it's going to look like on the homepage. As you can see, there's lots of different things. We're just going to kind of go through the menu. So obviously fonts. Fonts can be used for everything. So I use fonts in the unit study I made. You can use fonts for creating anything. So thousands upon thousands of fonts. I'm not going to get too much more into that. Graphics are really cool. So graphics are any type of images. They are planners, notebooks. So if you're one of those people who you're like, I can't just start from nothing, they have tons of free templates that you can download and then make them your own. So maybe you want to make a planner, but you don't really know where to start. Well, here's thousands of planner ideas that you download and then you can edit to make your own. They have recipe books, they have coloring books, they even have just ideas. They have different niches you can do. So there's kind of a small peek at graphics, but we'll go back to that. Spark is AI. So if you've heard any buzz about Chat GPT, this is Creative Fabrica's version of it. We're going to go on this too. It will create art for you. It will write things for you. And this is all included in your membership, which is insane. There's also crafts. So if you're someone who has like a paper machine, like a Cricut or a Silhouette, there's tons of designs. I have one and I know that I would pay all the time on Etsy for designs like SVG files or cut files. Creative Fabrica has thousands. So even if you're just using it for your own personal use, I would switch to using this instead of buying stuff off Etsy. If you're into needlework, knitting, crochet, one of my daughters has been into crochet, I can come on here and get different patterns for her, again, for free. In my membership, I don't have to buy anything extra. Once you're a member, I can get as much as I want, unlimited. So just throwing that out there. And I keep everything I want. There are also classes. So they have actual video classes on different topics. So graphic design, illustrating, Cricut, crochet. So like I said, crochet, I could come here and find some classes for my daughter so I don't have to pay for those. They're all included in my membership. Here's the teacher club card. Like I said, this is separate, but this is only $2.99 per year. There's so many resources. I've done so many videos. I come here monthly to get all the different activities. So if you don't have your teacher's club card, you'll definitely want to get that. All right, so there's a lot on here, but I'm going to give you an example of how I made a unit study. So I'm going to go to Spark. Spark is Creative Fabrica's AI. This is what's going to help you come up with ideas, start a business, and make your life a whole lot easier. This is what I used. This is called Spark Writer. It has tons of different tools. So like I said, if you're wanting to make an Etsy shop, I wish I would have had this when I opened my Etsy shop because things like your store name, product listing descriptions, as much as you think you know how to do them, if you're not familiar with SEO and Etsy in general, you're going to need some help. So you can come here. Just an example, store name, I don't know. My daughter wants to start a candle business, so we're going to sell candles. Let's create some content. Now, obviously, if I want to make it more unique, I need to add more detail, but this just populated 20 different store names for me that I could use. So just an example of some tools here for you. different things like greeting cards, writing, all of this different stuff, ads, email, books, essays, copywriting, and startup ideas. Here's something, I don't know. I don't know what I want to make. I want to make a kid candle company. I don't know if this is a good niche, but again, they're going to give you some startup ideas for different business ideas. So a line of children scented candles, including fruit and candy scented options. So there you go. What I think I did is I think I did an article writer. And sometimes it like keeps your ideas in here. But what I did is I just kind of picked something random to show you guys just an idea. All right, so after playing around with it a little bit, because again, this is just generating ideas, I decided to make a unit study about raccoons. So I gave it some keywords, I played around with some article titles, and then it helped me create an outline. And for a unit study, I kind of am using this outline more as like my lesson. So it helped me create all of this. If I wanted to change something or add something, you can see I can edit the text. I can move it around. You still are in control. And this is where I will tell you, don't be generic. Yes, this is AI, and yes, it can make it easy. But if you just leave it as is and make it generic, it's not going to be good. So make sure you're putting some heart and thought into it. Now what I'm doing is I am taking the title, my keywords, and my outline, and I'm having this generate the unit study for me. This is going to type out facts and things on these outlined topics. Now again, depending on what topic you're choosing, you need to do research too. Do not just put some crap out there to sell something. That is not the point of this. But the point of this is showing you this saves me a lot of time putting something like this together. I still have to edit it. I still have to add in things, but this gives me that running start to maybe if you're one of those people, which kind of where I am, I get overwhelmed like, well, how do I even start this? So when I have these really cool tools that help me get started at least, this is what will make me successful and be able to do things like this. So finally, it generated some different information on those outline topics, and this is where I need to go through and review them. But this has basically written the unit study for me. Now, this is where I'm not going to hold your hand and do a bunch. I use a different system called Canva, which is like a design software kind of, but it's super easy to use. So I can now take this and plug it into Canva, but then also I'm going to go get some graphics from Creative Fabrica. Okay, so now I need some graphics. I really like the watercolor style, so I'm going to type in watercolor raccoon, and let's see what pops up. So here's some different images. I can decide, do I want to go cartoony? Do I want to go more realistic? Tons and tons of different options. I also like, I want a forest theme in this unit study. So watercolor forest. Let's see what pops out. I think I like this design with the trees and the mountains just to kind of use as some of the backgrounds. So you would just click on what you want and click download, and it downloads right to your computer and it's yours to keep. And then like I said, I use a different website, Canva, to put it all together. I just upload it into Canva, but this membership does come with commercial licenses. So I have right here, commercial license. Now, do your research, make sure you review everything legally, read what this license includes, but I can upload this into Canva and create my unit study. So now I'm in Canva. I have to speed this up because this video will be like so long. You could do this in Word, you could do this in Adobe. What I'm doing is I'm just opening up a blank page in Canva and I'm starting my unit. So I'm typing with different fonts. Like I said, I've already uploaded fonts from Creative Fabrica in here that I can use. I uploaded all those graphics that I downloaded. There were quite a few, so it took a while to download. But as you can see, with just uploading some images, obviously I have experience in Canva, so I'm pretty quick at it. But adding some of those graphics, changing some stuff around, copying pages, I have started to formulate a unit study. Now, I could have all the information that the AI gave me. I could create these 7 lessons pretty easy with, again, copying, pasting, all of those things. I have all the information I need, and that's what I could do. I could keep it a very simple unit study. Now, something like this, I wouldn't sell for that much money because this is just information. This is just reading. There's not a lot of activities. But what I thought was funny is after I created, or at least started to create this unit study, I asked over on my Instagram if you guys, my followers on Instagram, would be interested. And so many people loved the idea of a raccoon unit study. So I'm actually going to take it a step further and add a lot more to this unit study and release it. But that will be for another time. In this video, I just wanted to share with you guys how I put this together that quickly using Creative Fabrica. All right, so you guys saw Creative Fabrica. That is 1 tiny ounce of what you can do. Another example, yesterday I was talking to my daughter. Their co-op every year has like a kids marketplace where they have to create a product on their own and sell it. And so I was like, hey, you need to start thinking now because there's like some serious competition out there. And she's like, I want to make candles. Cool. I would have never thought, unless I just had this much research and knowledge on Creative Fabrica. You can go on there. There's videos, first of all, how to make candles. So that's where we need to start because we don't know how to make candles. And then there's templates, there's images, there's graphics. She can make a logo. She can design her Etsy store. Guys, so yes, make homeschool stuff, printables. I showed you how to do all that resources. Do that. But then if you want to do hands-on stuff, if you want to make candles, if you want to make soap, if you're a bakery and you just need a little bit help with your branding, do that. There's e-cookbooks on there. Sell a cookbook. There's so many ways that are so easy, and do not think that there's already too much competition. There's never too much competition. If I would have thought that on any of my Etsy stores, on my YouTube, on my Instagram, then I would have lost out on all this stuff I have. Now, yes, there's competition, but that's not stopping me from making extra money. So don't let that be something that holds you back either. Just do it better. That's all I can say. All right, so now moving on to social media. Social media just makes it easier to get your products across, to connect with people. I've connected with so many other homeschool families and we all support each other. So obviously having like an Instagram is easy. You don't have to really, well, yes, you do have to film yourself. That was a lie because then there's this whole reel thing, but I'm not an expert in that, so we're not getting into that. But you can have a social media and not film videos. You can just film content of, curriculum or whatever the case may be. But build up social media. Having a social media lets you go into something called affiliate marketing. That's another way you can make income. There are companies that you already are marketing for and you're not earning money for. This is not like a scam. This is not like if you're already saying, so this is my favorite pen ever. I love these pens. And I post something, how they're my favorite pens, how I would buy them as a gift for my friends. Then I have my friends asking me, where did you get the pen? Why is it wrong that I took the time? This is not my pen. I did not make this pen. I am not making money by doing this unless I sign up for affiliate marketing. There's nothing wrong with that. We're already doing it unintentionally. You might as well get paid for it. So affiliate marketing is really the easiest thing to get into, even if you're starting out. I have been an Amazon affiliate since I've had like 100 followers, because as long as you're like established and set up and have like a plan where you can show them, as long as you get like a couple like clicks and sales in the first like I think month, you can work with them. So every time I show an Amazon product that I would have already been showing and somebody decides to click on it and they decide to buy it, it's no extra money to them. They're supporting me. So that is how you take that big corporate box of we're already buying stuff from them. Support your local homeschool mom. Use her links. Click on her links. It costs you nothing, but it helps build up her income. All right, so we talked about like creating content for homeschoolers, right? Because we already are doing that. We talked about like social media. We talked about like a physical business, like candles, soaps, lotions. No, I'm not going to teach you guys how to make candles, but I'm giving you those ideas. What do you want to do? And here's my, if some of you are like, Ashlee, if you have a full-time job, you have all these things going on, why are you doing this? I genuinely love YouTube and I love connecting with you guys. This is my outlet. I love talking about homeschool. Like, I'm passionate about it. I truly care about it. I don't have a lot of time in the day. So this is like my extra hobby. And so if I can make money from something I like doing, eventually, if I could turn this into like replacing my full-time income, that would be awesome, because this is something I generally enjoy. It's not that I don't like my job, but this is something I'm passionate about. So if you're passionate about making body lotions, or maybe you want like a healthier, natural, organic one, research and do it. You can do it. And all the business tools you need, creating logos, creating descriptions, learning SEO, use this resource I'm giving you at a really good price to do all that. I wish I would have had Creative Fabrica when I first opened up my Etsy stores. They would have been 100 times more successful. It's not that they're not successful, but it took a while for them to get there. If you're wanting to really like dive into social media and YouTube, there are tons of resources, but just think about like, why are you watching this video? Why, if you are, why are you subscribed to my channel? And look for that. What can you give to people? People relate with all different people. There's certain YouTubers I really like, and there's other YouTubers that put out the same content, but for some reason I just like this YouTuber more. And it's nothing against the other one, it's just who you relate to. So don't feel like I said there's too much competition. There's not. You are you, and only you can be you, and only you can create what you create. But yeah, there's tons of resources. There's tons of YouTube channels on creating YouTube channels. So there's tons of resources out there. So we talked about that. You can do things like freelance work. This is something again, because I have a full-time job, I really haven't gone into, but there's websites called like Upwork or Fiverr, and they just say, hey, I need this done, which it could be, you know, cleaning up files, or I honestly, I don't even know, but, or create a social media account for me, create an Etsy shop for me. Tons of different freelance work. You can start a blog. So part of social media is a blog. Start a website, share your journey. A blog is easy, especially with all these AI technology now. They can help you write it, but don't forget to be you. Do not use these AI tools and forget who you are, because anyone can use AI tools, but what makes you special? Why are people going to connect with you? There's also things like a virtual assistant, which I think is on the same thing of like just kind of doing jobs virtually. Because again, I know you're homeschool parents, you don't want to probably be out of the home. Just maybe you can do things for different organizations, all of that. And don't forget too to ask, you know, if you're involved with like a homeschool co-op group, a church group, you know, a lot of those things are voluntary, but is there something financially you could do for those types of organizations that you're already kind of interacting with day to day? Another thing you see a lot of is direct sales. You know, some people hate them, some people love them, but if there's like a company you're passionate for, it goes back to affiliate marketing. If like, I'll show you right now, I love these Color Street nail strips, and that's a direct sale company, but they're the only company that I like these strips from. I used to sell them. I don't sell them anymore because I don't need anything else to do, but I genuinely love these, and I get asked all the time, what's on your nails? Well, that's what's on my nails, but if I wanted to just fully focus on that, I could do that, and that's just an example. But I hope that I gave you at least some encouragement and some ideas. Like I said, I'm not going to run a business or create a business for you. That is something you have to do on your own, and it does take time, and it's not always super easy, but using tools like Creative Fabrica make it pretty freaking easy. And so do it. If you want to make extra money for whatever reason, to go on vacation, to buy more homeschool curriculum, there's tons of ways out there to do it, and tons of really cool resources that you can do it all at home while your kids are working on an independent activity. Give yourself some time as well, but don't let it stress you out if you don't need it to. Don't forget, I have that free month from Creative Fabrica, because if this is something you're like, oh, I don't know if I could do it, use my link, use a free month. It's a free way. You never know, you could do something amazing. And there's a whole playlist of other moms with other ideas on how to earn extra money, and I know I can't wait to watch those videos. So you look at the playlist down below as well. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope I inspired something in you. And you know what? If you have questions, leave them down below. I'd love to chat with you guys. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.